Guys, my name is Andrea. Today I'm going to be doing some sugar cookies. I had made some to practice for my son's birthday party that's coming up, and a couple people on social media on my Instagram requested that I do these cookies and show you guys how I did them. So I'm going to make these cookies from scratch, and then I'll show you guys what I use for the royal icing. So if you want to know how I'm gonna do some sugar cookies, then just keep watching. Okay, so now that you have all the ingredients, you're going to want to mix your flour, your baking powder, and also the salt. And you want to just whisk that through until all the ingredients are mixed. Just the dry ingredients. Now you want to, in a separate bowl, add the butter and the sugar. And go ahead and mix those together with your blender, or your mixer, sorry. And you will get a consistency like this, kind of just like a buttery consistency, not too soft, but like that. And now you want to add the egg and the vanilla extract. And you want to just mix that together. And you will get a consistency like that. Now you want to add the flour little by little until you have added the whole thing. It should look something like that. Now you're going to start putting it together into a little ball. And it should look something like that. And you're going to want to go ahead and put it inside a Ziploc bag or any bag that you have available. And you're going to want to put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Alright, so what you want to do next, now that you have taken out your dough after your 30 minutes, is you want to cut a piece of wax paper and set it down like this. And then if you have these like kebab sticks or whatever they're called, just put one on each side, and you're going to put the roll in the middle, and you're going to put another piece of wax paper on top, and then you will be rolling over that. The reason for the sticks are because you want to roll the dough evenly throughout, so you don't want like one part of the dough to be higher than the other, because then the cookies are going to be uneven. This way it assures you that the cookies will be all the same height. Alright, so you're going to want to place like a sandwich in between the two wax papers, and then you're going to add the two sticks. And with a rolling pin, You're just gonna start to roll the dough out until you have the thickness that you want for your cookies. Sorry, I meant you're gonna roll out the dough until you feel the rolling pin against the little sticks on the sides. So it should be an even surface like this. All right, so once you have it like this, you're gonna wanna cut your cookies at this point. In this case, I'm making pumpkins. There's not really an occasion. I'm just practicing making more cookies so I can perfect this recipe. So once you have your cookies cut out, you're gonna want to chill them in the fridge for an hour or two, or even overnight, and you can just bake them in the morning. I did that last time, but I think for today I'm just gonna leave them in the fridge for an hour and then bake them for 15 minutes. All right, so you're gonna wanna set your oven to 350 degrees. Mine is just getting there right now. And once it's at 350, you're gonna pop the cookies in for 15 minutes. All right, so the cookies are in the oven. I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes and then we'll come back. All right, so I just took them out. So now we're gonna let them cool off and we will come back to ice them. To put icing on them. All right guys, so for the royal icing, I just buy this bag at Hobby Lobby. It's $5.99. You can also get royal icing at Walmart or any supermarket, I believe. But I know Walmart carries it for sure. It's not the same kind. It's the Wilton kind brand, and it comes in a box. But I found this one. So I already have a little bit left here, so I'm just gonna use that. All you gotta do is pretty much add some of the mixing and a little bit of water and mix it until you have a toothpaste like consistency. So this one's actually pretty hard, so I'm going to be adding a little bit of water just to water it down to a toothpaste consistency for our outer edges first, and then the inside will be a little bit less toothpastey or whatever. It'll be a little bit more fluid or more liquid. So you guys see how this one's pretty hard. So I'm just gonna add a few drops of water. So I add a little bit of water and then you just kind of want to mix it. Okay, so see how it has like this thick consistency? It should be a little bit less thick, so we'll add a few more drops of water. Okay. So this is more like a toothpaste consistency. So we'll use this for our outer rim, and then for the inside of the pumpkin, it's gonna be a little bit more watered down. So I'm actually gonna make more, so I'll show you guys how I do it. So we're just gonna put a spoonful pretty much. And then all we gotta do is add water. I can't do this with one hand, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is all the water I added. So you wanna mix it. So as you can tell, this one is a more watery consistency, and this one is more thick, like toothpaste, which is what we want. But actually I kind of like the Wilton brand better because it's more white than this one. I don't know if you can tell. This one's more yellowish, but it's okay because this one I'm gonna be dyeing it anyways, so it won't matter. So next we just want to put it in a Ziploc bag and just push the icing all the way to the tip. And then you're gonna cut a tiny little opening at the corner right there. Okay, now that we have everything good, you wanna do the edge. one pumpkin. So as you can tell, now I have the edge done. I know it's not perfect because I was trying to record and do it at the same time, but yeah, you get the idea. You just gotta do the edge, do it as straight as you can and as close to the edge as you can, and then you're gonna let it dry for about 20 minutes. That way they don't clash, the harder icing with the more liquidy icing, and then you can move on to the next step. Okay, so to get the brown, I just mixed all these food colorings, yellow, red, green, and blue. And then I got this brown color. Alright, so once you let that dry, you want to get your thinner icing. And you're just gonna go ahead and start putting it in. And with a toothpick, you're gonna kind of move it around. Just keep doing it and adding more until you get it covered. So it should look something like this. I'm just doing the stem right now with the brown. So we're gonna let that outer edge get dry, and then we'll fill it in. So I'm just making that pumpkin like that. And then, I don't know what I'm doing with the other ones, but we'll see. Alright guys, well I'm gonna let these dry overnight and see how they turn out. Like I said, I'm just practicing still. This is my second time attempting to make sugar cookies. So, if you guys have any tips or anything that I can do to make them better, please let me know down below. Alright guys, so these are dry now. Just my son's over there singing to Daniel Tiger. Yeah, so this is how these turn out. They're not the best. They have like little bubbles. If you did like my